Hey y'all. Well, it's Monday. We made it. I coming to you from my impromptu greenhouse. I guess when you need it done, you just get it done. So the little design is temporary, but it's going to work. Got my tomato starts, or at least some of them. There's 100 of them there, and used a newspaper cup, if you would, and got some beefsteaks planted there and safe inside this greenhouse. Now, no more freezing than we'll get done this year. We'll I guess when the freeze hits on those nights, I'll just close off this end here and put a little lamp in there. But got to get them started. We're about 8-10 weeks from putting them in the ground, so proud to get that accomplished today. It'll sure serve the purpose. Been a rainy one, hasn't it? Yeah. I appreciate all of your thoughts of condolences and prayers for my family as we laid my grandmother to rest. That was the end of an era and end of her battle with Alzheimer's, so she's at peace now. And we've had a good service down in Orange this weekend and celebrating her life and good memories. But I tell you, this ground is some kind of good. I just tilled this up. I knew it happened, but just tilled this up last week. You can already see the grass is starting to come, so we'll get another couple of good tilling on it before we make rows. Toward the end of the chickens got started by something, but toward the end of the week we'll be rolling it up for potatoes on that south side over there, and just looking forward to getting a few things done. I was impressed with that garlic. Put it in last week, I believe it was, even with the cold. I guess this rain really kicked it along because it's sprouting. Some of these sprouts are 2 or 3 inches high, so we're on the road with that. Let's turn it around for y'all. Got a little weeding to do, but you can see it's already coming on up. I have plenty of garlic. Any vampires on the place, I suppose. I don't think they're worrying anyway, but that'll sure give us some insurance. But what time is it? It must be 5:30. Old boy across the way, he's got a work whistle on his house. I don't know what that, I'm gonna have to find out what that's all about. I'm sure there's a meaning there. But I was noticing today, I haven't been through a spring here yet. And of course, Mamaw had flowers everywhere out here. And even through all the overgrowth and time and changes, there are tons of daffodils sprouting and coming up on the place. As you can see, they're all over the yard. So I'm gonna begin to gather them up after they bloom and start dying back, and we'll put them along the old house. It really looks pretty against that white like that. Well, it's supposed to be white. I'm sure that'll be a project this year as well. But got to thinking a lot about timing and God's timing and how we don't understand it sometimes. But reminded me of the old boy that went up on a tall hill and shouted up in the heavens. Said, "God, what is 1,000,000 years to you?" Big loud voice boomed back, "A minute." Man thought a minute. He said, "Well, what's $1,000,000 to you, God?" He said, "Well, it's a penny." The old boy thought a second. He yelled up in the sky. He said, "God, can I have a penny?" A few minutes later, the voice boomed down, "In a minute." So I guess we don't understand all of God's ways. That'd probably make us crazy if we did. So just have to go and trust. As I was planting those tomato seeds today, I still get mind blown, and I'm thankful for that. In that little bitty seed, it'll sit there in that seed packet and not do a thing, but you put it in a little dirt and some water, and give it a little heat, and all the programming is in that seed to do what it needs to do, to sprout, to put on fruit, to ripen, and to go back to seed again. So excited about the growing season this year. Chickens are probably a little restless. They're hungry this evening, so I have to get over there and get that taken care of. But, so next time you think you need to question the timing, just remember about the 1,000,000 years and a minute. That's about the way it is, isn't it? Hope y'all have a good week. Let me see who all's on here. Y'all can sound off. We'll do a quick roll call real quick. always end up messing this. There it is. There's Gene Blankenship down in Deer Park. How are you this evening, ma'am? It's a rainy Monday. Kathy Reed is on. Let's see, there's Miss Joanne. How are you? 2 tulip trees blooming today, huh? Yeah, I think some of these trees are coming out a little bit too quick. Not sure what that one is behind me. I don't believe it's a pear, but it's got some pretty white blooms on it already. There's Karen Smith. Let's see, from Pineland, just north of Jasper. Good to see you checking in. There's Ron Collier. Yep, plenty of garlic out there. Hey, Misty, how are you? And Angela, my good friend from way back. Good to see you there. And there's Miss Patricia from North Carolina. I believe you're having a birthday today, aren't you, Patricia? If so, happy birthday to you. I think I saw that flash through today. There's Trudy and Jerry Don Collins. Carolyn's in Missouri. And don't forget peas on Valentine's Day. Yeah, I've got some English peas I'm going to put in. I don't do a lot with peas, but I guess we'll give it a shot. I've got eggplant, and I think I've got, based on those rows, I'm going to have right at 100 tomato plants. So I'm going to go ahead and seed out about 300 plants, so I'll have a few to give to relatives after they start getting on up and ready to be planted. But it was cheap enough. One big old bag of potting soil and some leftover Sunday newspaper, and do a little. My aunt actually came over today, went out to her place, was going to do a little work, and tried to cut a few limbs down. It kind of started raining, and she got wind I was making newspaper planters for these tomatoes, and she came up and we sat on the porch and rolled up some newspaper, filled it up with potting soil, and got those seeds rolling. So it was nice to sit on the porch with her, and just she got stock in those tomatoes now. It was easy enough and didn't cost a thing to get it done. But, well, I'd go broke trying to buy 200 or 300 tomato plants in a few weeks. Good thing those seeds weren't, but I think there's probably 500 seeds in that little package for 99 cents. So, oh well. Got to take a little planning, and I think we're on the right track. I planned my whole pepper garden, had it all mapped out, and forgot my favorite pepper. Thank goodness to a good friend that reminded me, well, what about banana peppers? I'm like, my goodness, now I got to till up another 30 feet. That's all right, I guess. Am I going to plant any pinto beans? I don't know. I've never done pinto beans. I guess I could. I've got plenty of room for it, so I may try that. There's Carrie up in Odessa. I went to rambling, and more folks jumped on. Well, hey, thank y'all for watching, and remember, if you're asking God for a penny, it might be worth a whole lot, but it might take you a while to get it. Y'all make the week count. Be the light. Make a difference. We'll talk to you later.